So today we're going to start with Torment Hexus. This has been on my wish list for a while. I don't remember what kind of game it is, though. We're just here. So, my wish list is like 200 games long at this point. There's a lot of video games that look cool that I want. I also did play a little more of Over the Hill today. That game is fun. There's a lot of demo in that demo. But now we're playing Torment Hexus. This is you. Click here to continue. Press A to continue. These are in your way. They're just scrap metal in the making. Select this tile to prepare to move to it. You will not move until you end your turn. You might want to use keyboard and mouse for this. Or no, well, use L1 until the border around the combat map is yellow. Combat begins. Use to highlight the tile. Interesting. It's not time to end your turn yet. You need to be ready to kill. Press A to continue. This is your match 3 grid. It's how you power your spells. Manipulating the grid will end your turn. You only get new tokens when you move on the tactical grid. Select the highlighted token and move it along the marked path. You can make up to 5 swaps in each turn. Use L1 until the border around the match 3 grid is yellow. Use to highlight the token. Pick the token up. Then we match 3 fire and air. They're trying to stop you. It won't work. Select this tile to prepare to avoid the enemy's attack. Now remember, you will not move until you end your turn. So we highlight this, go there. These are your spells. They're how you break things and people. Casting a spell will end your turn. Use into the spell border. There we go. Use to highlight Ignite. Use to target the forklift tile. You. Fireball! And then we move. Okay. This isn't quite an emergency, but that'll do. Time to hit the panic button. Panic button is a special spell that costs health to use. It damages and knocks back every adjacent enemy and gives you some mana. You can save your life when you're out of options, like with any spell. Casting panic button will end your turn. Use L1 until the border around the skip button is yellow. Highlight the burn button. Panic button. So that pushed everyone back and gave them a bunch of stuff. Alright. You pound through alleyways of bodies and boxes. Finally corralled in the shadow of the shipping container, your fingers fly to your wrist computer. Security closes in. Ooh, okay. Okay. Move this way. Okay. What do our spells do? Can we, like... Here we go. Range 5, summon Wildfire. Damage 5. Ignites their tile. Range 7, Supersonic Flechettes. Flay the enemy. Does 3 to each target. Charge 1. Fire Hose. Fly Wet. Push enemies back with a burst of water. Deals 5 to crushed enemies. Crushed enemies. Razor Wire. Shape the bones of the tower into razor-sharp wires that deal 2 and repel grounded units. Chameleon Bolt. Last spell element. Gain +1 mana damage. Okay. Oh, those guys are moving. Teleport. Can we, like, see? 4 of 9. Don't step on the corpse. Okay. Ah! Okay. Bit clunky with controller. Hit you with that. Can't do anything. Oh, that's how much energy I need, I think. That did 0 damage. Oh, I won. Okay. Congratulations, you win. Select a reward. Taser. At the start of each fight, the closest enemy within 5 tiles is stunned for 1 turn. Multiple tasers target different enemies. Desk fan. Gain at the start of each fight. We'll do this. Interesting. As you draw a combat rune vector, cornered, the whine of machinery reaches a fever pitch. Fight! Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. This might be too strategic for me. This might be too much thinking. Okay, we can move. Where would I want to move, though? We got on, like, match 3 here. All right, we're getting surrounded. Oh, okay, see, so I need 2 for Ignite. Wind Slash. It goes in a line. Probably should have moved. I'm gonna get hit here. Gonna burn. Where's my health? Where is my health? 33 of 70. Okay. Move. Do that. And this. And for 1 turn. Should have gotten a few things. Teleport. And zippity zoop away. Knight. Standard attack does 4, but prefers to attack all adjacent tiles. Before we do this, we want to make sure we have a move queued up. And Ignite. Ah! Gotcha, okay. Ignite does the most damage. Can do. Should kill the zombie. Here we go. Oh, we just had an Ignite, negated by some spell. Okay. We've got some fire protecting us a bit. Oh, we're paralyzed. Great. Cool. We need to get some mana. Wind water would be good, but we just have a bunch of fire on here. What can we do? Okay, we can Chameleon Bolt. Gained wind mana. Move. Interesting. Mana eruption. Woo. Nice. Everything around us is on fire, so that can't be good. All right. We can teleport. Nice. Can also put some razor wire down. That won't affect the flying drone, though. That chameleon bolt. Okay. And put some razor wire down there. Because that guy's got to come to us and is going to take a bunch of damage. We'll stay where we're at. And, firebolt. If you mention the leaking barrels, you'll be handed a mop and a bucket and told to clean them up. Best to just stay quiet and keep your distance as much as possible. Ah, he's out of range for that. And blocked there. So, actually, I think we just... Well... No point in skipping when we can at least, like, get some mana out of this. That. That should take it out. Anyway, okay, I'm getting the hang of it. Broken Prism. Gain the squigglies at the start of each fight, or... What was that? We already have the Razor Wire spell. Does that mean, like, we upgrade it? Oh, yeah, like, look, it's bigger range. I'll take resources, though. I think those are kind of what we need more of. Oh, so we can move adjacent, or no? Okay, we gotta move here, so here's a fight. As you draw a combat... boom, okay. Our health does not regen between fights. So the things don't fall. Oh, they're coming from the bottom. I see the arrows now. Okay. Oof. Oh, we're gonna die. Oh, that was not the right move. We are very dead. And we're dead. Okay. Let's see. Average level 4. Fights 1-3. Alright. I'm getting the hang of it. I want to do another run. Random, trust your instincts. Random, style points. Pick 5 spell domains. Unison. We'll do random. 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 Okay. Okay. We'll move that way. Yeah. Okay, we'll try to match first. So things are falling this way. So don't cause a chain reaction, but you kind of want that. Alright, what are we doing here? Guess that. So we got fire hose. Let's see. Ugh. Kill that. That buys us a little bit of time. Move back up. Probably want some fire. Wind could also be useful. Got you. Move down. Oh, chain reaction! Woo! Okay, now we got a bunch of stuff. And that killed everything. Fantastic. Whirlwind. Highly localized, low-pressure system. Sucks enemies into the eye of the storm. Ooh, that's good. Repositioning enemies. Burn cream. Next 10 fire damage you take is negated. Cannot be sold. We're gonna take this. Wind Slash is useful, though. We'll replace Fire Hose. Let's see what this does. Houndstooth security drones have a battery life of more than a year, but based on the racks of dormant dog drones in this workshop, they still need to be serviced somewhere. You watch as one leaps up onto the bench below the racks. Its orange paint job is dappled by the scanner light, checking its chassis for bumps and dents. Blunt mechanical arms descend, lifting off its belt-fed machine gun. The voice synth lets out a soft whine as if the gun is a favorite toy. Aww. Sabotage the workshop. If you never saw a houndstooth with a gun on its back again, that would be fine by you. Once the drone on the bench is settled into the sleep mode, you tap a sequence into your wrist computer, draw your fingers in towards your palm, and the air molecules at the heel of your hand burst into flames. Using the makeshift blowtorch, you carefully melt the maintenance arms to the joints. They clatter to the ground, leaking rubbery smoke. You can't do much about the container of stored guns, but you doubt the staff here have the system's knowledge to rearm one of these things without the automation helping them. Alert -1. Walls of spray-coated shipping containers block the warehouse floor. Overhead, you can see the angularly chaotic gantries of the automated crane that dropped them into place. The pattern makes sense to a machine, but not to you. The container's steep sides form a labyrinth of metal in glaring primary colors. Workers wend between their open mouths at rare intervals, carrying goods. Ask one of the workers for the floor plan. Walk over the tops of the maze. Ooh, you steer yourself and take a run at the corrugated wall of the buttercup yellow container, and spring up it like a flea, kicking off the side with one heel. You throw your arm out straight and grab the edge, your heel hammering home against the steel as you pivot into an easy climb. You lever up and set off at a saunter. From the top, the layout of the shipping containers is clear. The workers move like wending water, and you can see that the container doors are arranged so that they won't run into each other while loading and unloading goods. This prevents both gridlock and, you guess, opportunities for solidarity. On the top of the container, you find a toolbox. The gear within, freshly packed, machine cut. You rifle through it and take what you can use. Gained item. Should come in handy. Magnetic screwdriver. All damage dealt to robots is increased by 2. Hell yeah! We'll go up. Exterior lighting casts a lambent square on the warehouse floor. The shutters are open. The workers are hauling in a steel-braced shipping container on a trolley. Its massive weight wheels from side to side, the workers calling out directions to each other as they dance out of its way. Call out a false direction. Let this thing off the rails. Wait until they leave. Find out what's inside. Throwing your voice, you call right when the container is veering left, and it rocks on its footing as the hauling team has a sudden disagreement about which way to guide the trolley. One of the bands holding the container in place snaps, and the haulers scatter as it tumbles, crashing into a wall of carbon steel crates. The contents spill across the shop floor, wreathing the buckled, broken shipping container in packaging and mid-budget household products. You grab something useful from the wreckage. Gained item. Corporate dress code. Incoming damage reduced by 1. Nice. Alright, it's time to fight. You creep down the spine of industrial bulk container, mantle its edge, and drop to the midst of security patrol. Better hit them now than let them hunt you. Alright, what can we get from this? Okay, we're coming from the right. Razor wire, that's it. We're gonna take a hit here. Away from the zombie. And we're gonna need to, like, get something. Fire or wind would be good. Coming from the left. Oh, you know, removing water hose probably wasn't great, because, like, we have water on our board, but now we don't have water spells. Earth isn't going to help. We really need wind. Ugh. Paralyzed. Okay. Get us some defense from these walking guys. Yeah, so much water on the board. We got rid of our water spell. And we're coming from the right. Chameleon Bolt. Let's hit him with another Chameleon Bolt. Alright, we're through. Giga Saw Blade. Range 3. Giga Saw Blade. Summon Giga Saw Blade. Summon 2 flying saw blades that repeatedly sweep past your position, dealing 20 to everything in their path. Lasts 8 turns. Do not touch. Rust Plague. Embrittles robots, causing them to lose their next turn and take +2 damage from all sources. I think we'll use this. What is it? What element is it? It's Earth. We haven't been using teleport. You pound through the stacks, steel-bound shelving units bending above you. Security drones were between the gaps in the shelves, their headlights sending rills of light down the blades, bobbing eagerly beneath them. There are shots behind you. Security is on your tail. A gun barks, and you tense up, but it's not aimed at you. You wheel to see a woman in a red tracksuit, sprinting flat out. Her edges are blurry. You recognize the telltale ripple of an active camouflage system. Bending the light around her, she leaps the halo of bent light as it around her, distorting space, and lands on the cab of an automatic forklift. As it rolls past a vast shipping container, she turns and, just for a second, looks at you. Then she taps 2 fingers to the brim of her baseball cap in a salute. The active camo hazes her body, blotting her like paint, and she vanishes against the powder-coated red of the shipping container. Gunfire peppers it with divots. The drones whir and beep, their searchlights panning left to right. No intruder to be found. Better keep moving. You're skulking through the electrical substation when, soundlessly, the alert lights click on. Their rotating beacons spin silently. The woman in the red tracksuit drops from the ceiling, her shape morphing out of lambent red hazard lights. Up close, she may be in her 30s, dark eyes, black hair, a scar running from her jaw to her cheekbone. Your time in the military taught you how the skin puckers as Scar ages. This one looks less than a year old. She cocks her forearm, pointing up at the silently pulsing hazard lights. Don't worry, the lights are on, but the internal signaling isn't going off. For the next few minutes, security has no idea we're here. I'm Fox. 3 letters. That's it. Her eyes glint. You can tell she's clocking your gear and estimating your reach. You can't fault the instinct. I'm here to take biotech for everything they've got. All their tech, all their research, all their top secret assets. And you, it sounds like, are here to break shit. That are on the same page. We're both here to make biotech pay. Here to make sure Mr. Diogenes Fontaine gets what he deserves. And you, it sounds like, are a thief. Thanks for covering me before. Give me some breathing room. We're in different books. I'm a calling card drifting delicately to rest. You're a pissed-off meteorite. She lifts her chin, studying you. I'm not used to hearing screaming, yelling, and gunshots while I'm ripping off a corp. But you are useful. Her eyes glint. If security has to put out 2 fires at once, we both have better chance at living through the night. She snaps open the messenger bag, slung across her body. The red light washes over a trove of gear. Electronics, experimental tech, even some items that glimmer with the weight of ambient mana. I don't need all of this. Some of it's just weighing me down. If you give me what you don't need, and I return the favor, we can both walk away better equipped. She flips a tiny enamel-plated shape in one palm. It's a stylized fox head, sharp chin and alert ears. On the back, a circuit board is soldered neatly into place, held in steel housing. Keep an eye out for these. I'll drop them off if I have a rendezvous point in mind. If you find one, scan it, and I'll send you my location. She eyes your wrist computer. Nice high-spec model, by the way. Deimos Designs? They discontinued that line, right? High throughput, but it burns itself out under pressure. She's right. Although you don't know if you put it like that, your wrist computer's heatsink bleeds warmth against your skin as she unclips her bag, showing you her haul. Ooh, these items. Magnet screwdriver. Burn cream. She has a few things. Impale. Unstable flare. Execute trade. Or spell upgrade. Upgrades one spell that uses one of the mana types. Commune bolt when... Okay. Gain +3 swaps. Panic button based damage increased by 1 per element. Rainbow injection. Gain after each kill. Taser. Ooh, that's useful. You can fly. You can one more tile each turn. Gain +3 swaps. Immediately restore 8 HP. Fox will now stock this item. Cannot be sold. Oh, I can't afford anything. So the little foxes are shops, then. They're trades. Alright. Fight. Where am I? don't need water combos, though. Okay. Break you. Moving in this direction. Mana eruption. Right. That took all of those out. You have a few things. You're pretty much trapped here. You're gonna have to razor wire through that. You're down? Do that and pull you into the saw blade. Got it. Okay. Mother of Pearl, increase max but not current HP by 10. The first damage you take in each fight is reflected back at the attacker. Ooh. Next fight. You pound through alleyways of bodies and boxes, finally corralled in the shadow shipping container. Your fingers fly to your wrist computer. Security closes in. Alright, it's coming from that direction. That'll be good, because then, yeah, that and combos, and we get some of this. whirlwind and pull. There we go. Knight. You step into the fire for some reason, because you're not very smart. Razor wire. Let's see. Looks like it's staying static. And slash. Gotcha. Heart Locket. If you have more than 1 HP and would take lethal damage, you instead take enough damage to be left at 1 HP. Blocks the first negative status ailment you receive each fight. Okay. Here we go. The warehouse floor is an unbroken stretch of workers packing and filling bodies. Packing and filling. Bodies bent over tape and boxes. Shipping labels to Biotech's international distributors reel from the gigantic printing machine. The whir of the motors and raw-throated shouts of the packing line are a tough listen. More importantly, if you go this way, you'll definitely be spotted. You cut through the bathrooms. They open on both ends, connected to the warehouse floor by a series of tiled corridors. You worked jobs like this before. They should be empty until the chime sounds for the end of our comfort break. That is, unless someone else had the same idea as you. At the brushed steel countertop, a person in the aspirational power suit of a floor manager is fixing their makeup. Their eyes are haggard and drawn. They're swaying on their feet. Hang in there. Just a few more hours. We have to hit quota. We have to hit quota. Their eyes drift, watering. God, what am I doing here? Swipe their security pass. Ghost out of the shadows and tell them they should quit. Sure. You step into the sightline of the mirror. They start, but you approach slowly. They settle for a little, gauging their reaction. You set a hand on their shoulder. You should quit, you tell them. No job is worth this, you tell them. It's not just you. Think about it. The pain and exhaustion of everyone on the shop floor. And for what? So that one day you can sit in the meeting and nod when Mr. Diogenes Fontaine Zhang says, we should send corporate kill teams after a protest group? I know this isn't what you wanted for your life. You tell them, surprising yourself. It's not what anyone wants. There are other ways to find a living. They pay less, but they hurt less too. You gesture for it, and they offer up their slimline wrist computer. You scribble a few names and vaguely remembered resources. Gray jobs, government work crews, people who helped you scrape a living after you got out of the military. You leave the floor manager, staring at their shoes, deep in thought. Maybe they'll quit, maybe they won't. But laying it out like that, hitting all the reasons for why Biotech's existence is unjustifiable, has your mind thrumming with a clear, cool certainty. You are now focused. Recover 5 HP. Gain +2 swaps. Mana eruptions require 2 fewer match. Oh, yes. Oh, we get both. I'm where I need to be. The sirens blare. Stealth is gone. Caution's gone. All that's left is making distance between you and the whirring drones. The slammed roller drawers. The shriek of the shriek of the chimployees. Halogen spotlights overhead flare on to catch your every footstep. A voice reverberates from the foreman's office, lecturing you on all the laws you've broken. The exits are sealed, it says. You break into a loading line, one of the few that's still running because it's not operated by people, and there's a mass chaos as Klausbot 2T forklifts reroute their pathfinding algorithms around the panting, sweating mass of human desperation in their way. The line's a death trap, But there's no other way out. You just have to break through. Break the line. Your fingers tangle a rune into the interface, and it beeps, rejecting a mangled spell. You swear. Aim at one of the forklifts and spin up something true. Started a fight. Oh, we need earth, and we don't have it. Okay, it's not moving, though. So... Why is Giga Saw Blade not ready? It has enough. You can Whirlwind to keep some of these off our back. Take some hits. We got zippity-zooped away. It's falling that way, so that should work. Mana Eruption. Holy moly. Okay. We got it. We're out. All right. Spell upgrade or rewards for the next fight. Oh, okay. Spell upgrade. Alright, then bounces a shot from that enemy to another enemy with 3 tiles. That's useful. Whirlwind's already level 2. Bigger range on Whirlwind. I'll do Ignite too. Deep in the stacks, floor workers have cracked open a carbon steel crate and are trading goods. Rows of consumer chems, software disks, and security glisten within lucrative foundations for a black market. Ask for a syringe. You give them a quick rundown of nearby security patrols and ask for a chem syringe in exchange for the info. You could use the boost. They deal you in with a hushed camaraderie, grateful that they're not about to be rumbled. A few minutes later, the black market is packing up, and by the time you move on, it looks as if the crate has never been interfered with at all. Gain after each kill. Okay, cool. Needles meet bicep. All right, boss time! You walked here from 406 Vadmeyer and Block comes the soft, velvet-lined voice of a man on the video link. You can see the sheen of several monitors reflecting off his brow. Your wrist computer is a Deimos Design C286, an outdated model struggling to run modern shell chips. Regardless of this, you are a talented mage, and I hope you know your enterprise is doomed to failure. I think I'm doing pretty well so far, but now I have the download. He taps his temple with one arched finger, smiling very slightly. An hour ago, I knew your social security number. Now I know how you move. Think and fight. You see the pan of his arm as he swipes to a new display. Data's everything, Iggy. I wonder what I'll do with an hour from now. No, within an hour from now. The heavy lifter's calipers calibrate as it scans the area. Underneath them are pistons capable of punching twin boreholes into steel. Along its back, a deployment rack unfolds, and you see a pale blue gleam of anti-personnel mines within. Its monocular eye focuses on you, a flash of red as it runs a tracer line from its targeting cortex to your center of mass. It stomps forward without malice or curiosity. Simple subroutines guiding 6 tons of articulated weight to identify and remove the item that doesn't fit. Square up. Oh! Ooh, cool intro. We're gonna move back. And we're gonna have to get some mana. That's the best we're going to be able to do. I think we whirlwind and try and move it. It's not going to happen. Gonna have to move back. We can wind slash and take those out. Oh, it took out its friend there. And we're gonna try and whirlwind it back. And kind of move out of the way. We're gonna have to burn. Oof. Okay. We're gonna move. We need to get mana. Coming in from this side. Yeah, wrong buttons. Okay. that's all working. I'm just gonna do that. Some chameleon bolt. Let's see if we can make any more matches here. Get some fire together. Wind will also help. Oh, we got a few combos. Okay, good. Did we get it? Oh, it's down. Woo! Phoenix badge. Ooh, what do we got? We can move diagonally. That's huge. Oh, but this one's got a pride flag. First damage you take in each fight is reduced to 0. I mean, we gotta take that. And we got a new spell, Fire Tornado. Draw nearby fires to the target, dealing... Oh. Then spawn new fires. Maybe we remove saw blades for that. But we don't get to use it, though, because the demo is over. And we have an ad starting in just a few minutes.